Hi, good morning, everyone. My name's Alex. I am Head of Sales for InfoSecurity Europe, and it's absolutely lovely to see all of you this morning, and excited to actually be part of the event. So I really hope that we can deliver some value for you guys this year. So I think I'll just share with you a couple of slides this morning just on some of the feedback we've heard from visitors on their experience at the event, and in particular what they'll be looking for when they walk on the show floor when the show starts. So the sort of typical exhibitor behavior normally when they come to our shows is to really, they want to have as many people as possible on their stand. They want to have the stands absolutely rammed. They want to scan as many badges as possible. So every single person that walks past the stand, they want to make sure they scan their badge. They want to share gifts and everything. And after the show, they collate this whole list, upload their databases, and then just send one massive big email to all the visitors. The sort of challenge people then create for themselves are basically one of two things. One is, first of all, you create a lot of work for yourself and your salespeople to really go through all these leads that you've scanned at the event, to try and then go through all of that and really find all the relevant stuff that is more important for your sales guys. But on top of that then, you basically end up emailing a lot of particularly potential key people in the market that have got no need for your product. So again, it's just wasting the time. So what I really want to encourage all of you this year is to really think about the event differently, plan different for this year's event, and really set yourself a goal of this year of what can I do to earn the right to follow up with this particular delegate after a show. And first of all is to really think, giving the person a real reason to stop by your stand. And what I mean by that is think about what sets you apart from your competitor in the market. What gives you that market advantage above your competitors, and really encourage your sales guys to buy into that and stop people when they walk past their stand. Because a lot of the time what people tend to do is you expect people to walk onto the stand, is really encourage your sales guys to interact with people when they walk past. The second thing is connecting with people on a personal level, is really to understand what keeps these people up at night. What are their worries? What are the challenges they're facing? And asking the right questions, because by getting all that relevant information from the delegate itself, will just might make your sales guy's life a lot easier to actually solve a real pain and a problem. But without having that particular information and really understanding what keeps this person up at night, it's really difficult to align with what they would like to get out of it. The other thing is really thinking about having the correct people on the staff, having the right amount. So many times we see the marketing team do an absolute amazing job making the stand look incredible, spending a lot on branding and all of that, and then literally have an army of people, particularly salespeople on the stand, that in particular blocking all this amazing stuff you've done on the stand. So really think carefully who are the people you would like to have on your stand, talking to these people. But the other key thing that came out predominantly from the visitor feedback we got is the lack of technical people. Because a lot of the time they stand there and talk to sales guys, they want to get into some technical stuff and they just don't have the answers. So I would recommend is always make sure that you have the best of both worlds. So have a salesperson on site, but as well as have the technical experience, as well as some senior executives at the event that can answer some of the questions. And then it's some of the other visitor feedback we get, and I know these are sort of basic things at the moment, and a lot of you guys have exhibited at a lot of events, but it's just be mindful sometimes just to ensure your stand is sort of tidy. And I mean by that is particularly over sort of lunchtime periods. I know sometimes we'll just leave things on the tables and coffee cups and all of that. Just be mindful of that, because sometimes you have key decision makers walking down these aisles and seeing these things, and just the impression it gives of the company might not reflect well. But on top of that is, again, it could have a negative impact if you have particularly people eating on the stand or having lunch. You could maybe have a person just wanted to engage with that particular person, and from their mind, well, you know what, they're busy, I might come back later, and never come back. So it could have the other effect where you could potentially lose some valuable sales leads as well. So just be mindful of that. The other thing is direction on your stand, and these are more for the slightly bigger stands that are 2 open and 3 open sided. Is think carefully how you want people to flow through your stand. Because a lot of the time as well, some of the feedback that are coming back is people walking onto a stand, they don't know who to find, they don't know what to look for, couldn't be bothered, and then just walk off. So again, when you do your stand designs, just think about the direction you want people to go, particularly with the navigation on their stand. Sometimes it's hard for these people to first of all find a staff member who to ask questions for. So again, thinking about where you want to put your sort of reception desk, where you want to have your staff placed. So think about all these things. And again, from our side, more than happy to talk to you guys afterwards and help you and give some feedback of our learnings, what we've learned at other events. Then the other thing is just the noise levels, and this particularly is also more for companies who will be doing presentations on their stands. If you can just be mindful, particularly there's a lot of important meetings that will happen, not just on your stand, but your neighbors as well. So just be mindful if you are planning to do any presentations on your stand, that you are just keeping the noise level to a sort of certain level where it does not affect your neighbors or even your own colleagues who might be having meetings. Then the last thing I just want to touch on, which for me personally is almost one of the most valuable and important things to remember, is really have a plan in place and think carefully how you want to interact with all these people who you met on site. Because a lot of the time, people are just sending random emails after the event just to say, hey, lovely to see you at the show, can we schedule a call? Which absolutely have no relevance at all. So my suggestion would be is to really make it personal, is take each individual lead that you've gathered on site and really make a personal contact with that person, because these leads are valuable. And so really make the effort and get your sales guys to really go through that one by one rather than just sending another generic email. Because even myself, when I go to events, I get emails 2, 3, 4 months afterwards, which are random. I'm not even a buyer, yet I'm still getting these emails. So, and I think it's very similar for visitors coming to our show as well, that they sometimes get these emails and not sure, why are these guys emailing me? So just think very carefully when you send these emails, and please do make it a bit more personal. Hence why, when I was saying in the beginning, when you guys are having conversations with the visitors, understanding their objectives, understanding what keeping them up at night, these are the sort of things you want to pinpoint afterwards when you get in contact with them, is to say, hey, Mr. Customer, when I met you on site, you told me about these are the things that keep you up all night. How about we schedule a call, because I feel as a company X, we've got the solutions that will help you overcome those challenges, so let's schedule a call. So maybe just give that some thought, but that's it from my side. Absolutely, like I say, super excited to see all of you, and can't wait for the buzz to start on the show floor. And thanks again for your support. We really appreciate it.